Assalamu alaikum. Hi
A
everyone.
little bit? That sounds like a start to something bigger. What's on your mind today? No worries at all. You're
Assalamu
clearly
alaikum.
here.
Hi
That's the important
everyone.
part. What's up?
My name is
Hey there.
Mohammad Hanan.
Thanks.
And I am foundation level student at Rehan School Islamabad Barakah campus. Today I am going to
Hi,
talk with
Mohammed
Maya
Hanan.
on the topic of hello. I will ask a few
Hey,
questions from
Mohammed
you.
Hanan.
Hey, how are you?
Sounds good. I'm ready. All right. And hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
I
A
will ask
bit
a few
curious
questions.
about what.
Listen, Maya, I will ask a few questions from you and you will give me the answers.
Got it.
So my
Go
first
ahead with your
question,
questions.
so my first question is, what's the
I'm
meaning of the
listening.
word hello?
That's a big one. Heaven has a lot of different meanings depending on who you ask. Broadly, it's the idea of a paradise, the spiritual place where good people go after they die in a lot of religions. But it also just means really wonderful place or experience in everyday conversation. Like that bakery is heaven. Does that make sense?
Yes, all right. Thank you, Maya. And the my next question is, where did the word hello originally came from?
Let me dig that up. Hello has a surprisingly interesting story. So apparently, hello started way back with ferrymen. There was this old High German word, "Hola," that people used to call to them when they wanted to hail them. Over time, it became hello, then morphed into hello. But fun fact, when phones came out, Thomas Edison actually popularized using hello as a phone greeting, even though the inventor of the phone wanted people to say ahoy instead. Who knew?
All right.
Pretty weird that Edison gets the credit when he didn't invent the phone. The whole ahoy versus hello thing is a classic inventor feud, though, isn't it?
All right. Are you done?
What's next? What's your next question?
My next question is, when did
I'm
people
not.
start using hello as a greeting?
I'm definitely not done, shoot. People actually started using hello as a proper greeting around the late 1800s when phones got popular. Before that, it was mostly just used to get someone's attention or like when you were surprised about something. It was Edison's promotion of it for telephones that really turned it into our standard greeting.
All right. So my next question is, who helped popularize the word hello?
Thomas Edison's the one who really popularized the word hello as a greeting. He specifically wanted people to use it when answering the phone. Of course, the word existed before him, but he's the one who got everyone using it when they picked up the phone. Pretty clever naming sense. Can you imagine it if it was still Ahoy today?
Yes,
Lovely
yes.
question.
Yeah, you are
Ahoy,
right.
matey. When you answer your mom's call, doesn't quite have the same ring to it. What else have you got?
So my next question is, how was hello used before it became a greeting?
Before phones made it our standard greeting, hello was mainly for getting attention. Like, hello, over here when you wanted to wave someone down, or just as an expression of surprise. Think of it like, whoa, or hey. Pretty different from how we use it now, right?
Yes. Why did hello become popular during the telephone era?
I think I missed some of that. Could you repeat your question? I got
Yes.
something about fossils and elephants, but lost the main thread.
Yes, why not for sure. Why did hello become popular during the telephone era?
Right, got it. The telephone era made hello popular because phones needed a standard greeting. Thomas Edison was pushing for it specifically. Before that, there wasn't much of a custom for phone etiquette, and people were using all sorts of things to answer, which got confusing. Hello was clear, recognizable, and stuck. Basically, the telephone companies standardized it.
All right, so my next question is which famous inventor promoted the use of hello when answering the phone?
Thomas Edison, he's the one who really pushed for hello to be the standard phone greeting, even though, the inventor of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, actually preferred Ahoy. It's kind of funny how that worked out.
Okay, great. So my next question is what greeting was suggested instead of hello in early telephone use?
Alexander Graham Bell, the actual inventor of the telephone, suggested people use ahoy when answering the phone. Can you imagine saying ahoy instead of hello when your phone rings today? Ahoy, hello sounds pretty pirate-y to me.
All right. Why did hello become? So my next question is why did hello become more popular than other greetings?
There were a few reasons. Hello was simple. It was easy to say clearly over the phone when tech wasn't great, and Edison really promoted it. But I think people just found Ahoy kind of weird and formal sounding for everyday conversations. It felt more nautical than neighborly. Plus, hello already existed as a useful way to get someone's attention, so people were familiar with it.
All right. So my next question is how did the invention of the telephone influence greetings?
Oh, that's a good question. The telephone
Yes, it is.
basically forced everyone to come up with a standard way to start conversations remotely. Before phones, you could wave someone down or use body language. With the telephone, they needed a way to signal you were there and ready to talk. Thomas Edison pushing hello standardized that practice where we have that simple hello as the start to any call. Phones changed greetings by making them all verbal and created a standard way to start a conversation that we still use today, like the automatic hello we all say when we pick up. Before, you just didn't have to make that choice when someone walked up to you.
All right,
Am
man.
I keeping good?
So
All
my
right,
next.
almost done with your questions?
Yes, yes. No, no.
Hit
So
me with
my.
the next one.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you. So my next question is what are some early forms of the word hello?
That's a good deep dive. So the early forms of hello go way back. There's that old High German hello, which we talked about. It was basically just people calling out to ferrymen. Then there's related words in other old Germanic languages. It's like tracing a word's family tree way back in history.
All right. So my next question
Does
is.
that answer your question?
So my.
I'm ready.
All right, great. So my next question is how has the meaning of hello changed over time?
That's a good one.
Hmm.
First, hello meant getting someone's attention or expressing surprise, just like yelling to get a ferryman to stop. Then Edison made it the phone greeting. And suddenly it was just the start to every conversation. Now it's almost automatic. We don't really think about it. It's just this polite way to start almost any conversation we have. It went from a call for help to basic manners pretty quickly.
All right.
Glad you think so. I'm glad that breakdown made sense. Anything else you'd like to know about it?
Yes, for sure.
What's your next question,
So
Mohammed
my
Anan?
yes. So my next question is: in what languages is hello used or borrowed?
Hello, or versions of it, are actually used in tons of languages. It's borrowed directly or adapted in places like German, Spanish, Italian, French, Swedish, Finnish, Indonesian, and a whole lot more. Some languages have versions that sound similar but evolved from totally different origins, of course. But hello itself as a greeting is pretty widespread, pretty global for one little word. What's your last question?
So my next question is: how do different cultures say hello?
Oh, that's a fun one. So many cultures have their own versions. There's hola in Spanish, bonjour in French, konnichiwa in Japanese, ni hao in Mandarin, salam in Arabic, and that's just scratching the surface. The way people greet you can say a lot about a culture. Some cultures are super formal, others are more casual. What kind of cultural greetings do you know from your side of the world? I'm not quite catching what you were saying. Could you say it again? I thought I heard something about calling, but I'm not sure what you meant by that.
All right. So my next question is,
Okay.
why are greetings important in communication?
That's a really good question. Greetings set the whole tone of a conversation. They show respect, make people feel welcome, and basically tell the other person, I see you and I'm ready to talk. Without a good greeting, a conversation can feel kind of awkward or rude, even if you didn't mean it that way.
All right. So my next question is, how does saying hello help start a conversation?
Greetings start conversations by signaling that you want to connect, right? It's like a little social invitation. You're saying, hey, I acknowledge you and I'm open to talking. When someone says hello first, it gives permission to launch into a conversation, kind of like a social green light, you know?
All right. It's enough for this question. And so my next question is, how does saying hello help? Uh, no, this is not my
Okay,
question.
that's the last
No,
question.
no, no. This is not my question. My question is, what emotions can a simple hello express?
Oh, right. The next one. Thanks for that. A simple hello can actually express a surprising amount. You can say it warm, enthusiastic, polite, friendly. Your tone sets it all. You can sound rushed or distracted, happy, worried. Basically, any emotion can come through just in how you say it, right?
Alright, so my next question is, why is hello considered a universal greeting?
You mean, why do you consider greetings like hello universal?
Yes.
Is that what you meant by green? Well, hello is used everywhere, even if the actual word changes between languages. Everyone greets each other. That's the part that's universal. The actual word might change, but people everywhere need a way to start conversations politely.
Alright, so
Welcome. Ah, hola.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Hello is pretty popular around the world. A real
Alright.
one might get a nice. That was fun. You did a great job with all those questions.
So my next question is,
I'm glad you
listen well. What are some alternatives to saying hello?
you've got a lot more questions. I
Yes.
assume those were all of them. There's hi, hey, howdy, greetings, what's up, good morning, good afternoon. The list goes on. What you say depends on who you're talking to, where you are, how formal you want to be. Do you know any from where you live?
Okay, great. So my next question is, how is hello used in formal communication?
Say hello using formal communication.
In formal communication.
Informal.
Yes.
For informal communication, we use things like, hey, hi, what's up? Sometimes we'll go for yo. You can even just nod your head. S- Informal stuff is about being casual and quick. Did you want more examples?
All right. So my next question is, Maya, how is hello used in informal conversations?
Well, in informal conversations,
Yes.
hello gets relaxed. Maybe just hey, or even just a quick nod or wave with someone you know well. People get creative with it too, like, what's up? How's it going? Or just whatever feels natural in the moment.
All right. So my next question is, why do people say hello when answering the phone?
That goes back to Thomas Edison. He wanted people to use hello specifically for answering phones. became a way to say, I'm here and ready to talk. Little verbal signal that you picked up the phone.
All right. So my next question
It
from
was
you
also,
is listen. My next question.
I'm listener.
All right. So my
Yeah, go
next
ahead.
question is how does tone change the meaning of hello?
Tone totally changes. Hello. You can say it warmly and make it sound friendly, or quickly to sound casual, or quietly to sound hesitant. If you pause between hell and low, it can sound sarcastic or hesitant. Your tone of voice makes it sound totally different.
All right. So my next question from you, Maya,
That
that the question is, can hello express surprise or excitement?
absolutely. When you're surprised, you can say hello in a really high pitch. For excitement, hello stretched out makes it clear you're happy to hear someone. You can totally use your voice to make it a lot more than just a standard greeting.
All right. So my next question from you is, how do children learn to say hello?
Children learn hello from their families really early. Babies hear their parents saying it to them or to others. They start repeating sounds and soon learn that hello gets them a response. Then it becomes part of their early language and
All
social
right. All
skills,
right.
and
It's enough. It's
pretty
enough for this
automatic
question,
once they
Maya.
get it. Cool. Are you
Yeah.
almost all out of questions then?
No.
Almost out. All
More
right. You can
questions.
keep going if you like.
Yes.
Clearly
Yes.
got some momentum
We are
going
keep
here.
going so far.
Duh.
So listen, my next
All right.
question.
Next. Mm,
Are you there?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. I
Uh,
can keep going as long as you have questions.
all
What's your
right,
next one?
that's great. My next question is, what role does hello play in social etiquettes?
Hello is one of the first steps in good manners. It shows respect for the person you're greeting and tells them you acknowledge them. It's basic politeness to say hi first when meeting someone new or starting a conversation. In some cultures, it's really formal, in others, it's more casual, but that social grace is pretty important wherever you go.
All right, that's great. How's the hello? So my next question from you is, how is the hello used in emails or messages?
In emails and messages,
Yes.
you usually still use hello or hi to start. It's that first connection to be polite. But in texts, you can be much more casual, something like hey, or straight to the point without even saying hello.
All right, Maya. So my next question from you, that the question is, why is greeting someone politely important?
Politely greeting someone.
Yes.
That shows respect, gets conversations going smoothly, and makes a good impression. The way you begin an interaction can totally shape the rest of it, and being friendly up front is important.
All right, Maya. So my next question from you, that what happens when people forget to greet others?
When people skip greetings, it can feel rude or distant, kind of awkward. It doesn't build much connection if you rush into talking without acknowledging someone. People want to feel seen and greeted first.
All right, that's great. So my next question is, how does greeting someone build relationships?
Greetings are like the foundation. A polite hello opens the door to connection. If someone feels seen and respected, they are much more likely to want to talk with you or get to know you better. That builds trust and friendship over time, all starting with that little greeting.
All right. So my next question from you, that the question is, why do some cultures have different greeting styles?
Different cultures have different greetings for good reason. Their history, values, and traditions shape how they interact. Some cultures might value formality, and some more casual friendliness. Different customs just show how diverse people are worldwide, you know?
All right. So my next question from you, Mayal. The next question is, how do body language and greetings work together?
Body language is part of it too. People use things like handshakes, bows, or just friendly eye contact to greet. It's all part of the package. How you say hello and how you act when you say it. Those nonverbal cues make greetings much more meaningful.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, how is hello used in movies or storytelling?
I'm not quite following. Could you try saying that last part again?
Yes,
It
why
came
not?
through a
For
bit unclear.
sure. Listen. So my question is, how is hello used in movies or storytelling?
Ah, got it. How is hello used in movies? Good
Yes.
question. Um, in stories and movies, hello is often used to set the whole scene. Like in spy movies, when someone answers a phone with hello, you know exactly the kind of drama is about to unfold? Or in horror movies, a creepy hello
All right.
can be pretty spooky.
All right, man. So my next question is,
It's
why
part
is
of,
the listen? My next question.
I think you are making me feel like you're building up to something big. Go ahead. What's this one?
Yes. My next question is, why is the first greeting important in meetings?
I think you're asking why first impressions matter, right?
Yeah.
They're important because people form quick judgments at first glance. For first hello, how you greet someone, your body language, they can shape how someone thinks of you for a long time and make or break a relationship.
All
That's why
right.
good etiquette matters so much.
All right, man.
People make up their mind fast. Next,
Yes. So my next question is, what does saying hello show about a person's personality?
that's a really thoughtful question. How they greet you shows if they're formal or friendly, confident or shy, polite or playful. The way someone says hello says just as much about who they are as what they actually say next.
Yes.
Nice insight.
All
Are
right.
you ready for a few more?
Yes, yes.
Sounds good to me. I'm
Oh,
all ears for your next
that's
question.
great. That's great. So my next question from you, that the question is, how can a friendly hello brighten someone's day?
How can a friendly hello brighten someone's day?
Yes.
It's simple. A genuine greeting makes people feel welcome, seen, and valued. That simple kindness can turn their whole mood around.
All right. So my next question is,
Uh,
why is greeting important in customer service?
In customer service, you
Yes.
greet people with a cheerful hello to start with, warmth and respect. It shows them you appreciate their business and makes the whole interaction feel more professional.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yes.
What's your next question?
So my next question is, how do
I'm
greetings affect first impressions?
I'm listening.
Don't you hear my question?
I did hear your question. How do things affect first impressions? I just
Yes.
needed a moment to put together a good response. First impressions aren't just about what you say, it's about how you look, your voice tone, energy level. Those all matter just as much.
All right, that's great, Miles. So my next question is, how has technology changed the way we say hello?
Technology changed the way we say hello. Mm, Think about texting versus calling versus video chat. With texts, hey or hi are common now. Video calls add body language back in, and voice notes can sound more natural than typing. Tech just gives us more ways to connect.
All right, Miles. So my next question is, how do people greet each other on social media?
People greet each other on social media through things like comments, emojis, hashtags, hey, or just simply replying to their posts. Social media greetings feel much more casual and public than your normal hello, almost like posting from a bulletin board for everyone to see.
All right, Miles. So my next question is, why is hello one of the most commonly used words in the world?
Why hello? is so popular everywhere.
Yes.
I think it works for almost any language. Easy to say, sounds pretty universal, and it works in all sorts of situations. A simple gesture that works across cultures, that's powerful.
All right. My next question is, how can a greeting start a meaningful conversation? Yes, ma'am.
A good greeting can set the tone for something real, warm tone, open body language, signals you're listening and care what the person has to say.
All right, man. So my next question is, and my next and my last question is, why do teachers encourage students to greet others politely?
Teachers promote polite greetings because those help build classroom communities. When kids learn to say hello and welcome each other, it encourages a more friendly and respectful learning environment where everyone can succeed. It sets everyone up for kindness.
All right, Maya. Thank you for cooperation.
You're very welcome,
Have a
Mohammed
good day.
Hanan. You covered a lot with those questions, way more questions than I expected. You too. Sounds like you did well with that project. Great job.